Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl P here, aka Artist in Recovery. Tomorrow's a big day for me. Tomorrow is my 19th anniversary. October 23rd is my 19th anniversary of being completely clean and sober. So it's a big day for me. Anyway, this is a different kind of video. Nothing popped up this morning that I felt like writing a rhyme to. I started thinking about No King's Day, the day we just had, in Connecticut, where I live here in the state. And I was watching TV this morning, and I was seeing a police video from Florida. And I saw the palm trees there, and it got me thinking about palm trees. And that's what this video is actually going to be about, palm trees and the Charter Oak here in Connecticut. I'm wondering if you're watching this, do you have palm trees where you live? In the southeast and the southwest and the southern states have palm trees. Here in Connecticut, there are no palm trees. And I just want to share this with you, because if you're from a southern state, you probably look at this a lot differently. When I see a palm tree, the first thing that comes to my mind is like a Hawaiian vacation, a desert island. When I see a palm tree, I think of, the first thing that comes to my mind is vacation, Bermuda, a cruise on a cruise ship, something like that. And I always get the idea in my head that people that live around palm trees are like on permanent vacations. Like that must be great, living like, you have palm trees where you live. That must be like living on to me, that's like being on vacation. Okay, so here in Connecticut, like I said, there are no palm trees. They don't grow here. I was actually looking up this morning. I was wondering if they use the wood of palms, and the palm tree doesn't actually have wood per se. It's actually a fibrous material, and it's not good for making, for building. It actually ruins saws. And I want to share this with you. I went to California. First time I went on vacation in 1986 with my girlfriend. I took my girlfriend. I was 21 years old. I took her to Los Angeles and San Diego. And I was amazed at the palm trees there. I remember seeing in LA, going down like around Beverly Hills and around those areas, where these huge palm trees were lining the streets. And they were so high and so beautiful and just lined up perfectly going down the street. I was just amazed by them. And I went to Venice Beach, and this freaked me out. On Venice Beach, I saw a graffiti written on palm trees. Like, they painted like, gang colors on the palm tree, on the bases. I came back to Connecticut, and I told all my friends, I was like, you won't believe this. People in California actually paint graffiti on palm trees. Because in my mind, there are these beautiful symbols of that's what I see when I see a palm tree. I think of a vacation. Like an easy living, like I think of a desert island. Like, when you're a kid, you see that like little sandy bubble in the middle of the ocean with a tree sticking out, and waves. That's what I think of when I see palm trees. So I was amazed that the city of California, the city of LA was so rough that they actually painted graffiti on palm trees. That just freaked me out. Okay, let me tell you about Connecticut. It's the Constitution state. And that's because of the Charter Oak. In 1662, Charles II of England granted Connecticut the right to self-govern. That was like, over almost 400 years ago. Connecticut's been here for a long time. And they were granted the charter. And let's see, wait, I wrote it down here. In 1687, Sir Edmund Andros tried to revoke Connecticut's charter in 1687 after it was granted to us in 1662. So the people of Connecticut hid the charter in an oak tree, and that's why we were known as the Constitution State, or the Charter Oak is very famous in Hartford, Connecticut. Here, almost 350 years ago, we were granted the right to self-govern by the King of England, and it's always, if you look it up, it's always been a symbol of America's independence and fight against tyranny. You'll see that word come up, tyranny, which takes me back to No King's Day and Donald Trump. What amazes me is how Trump supporters agree with absolutely everything he says. I saw a post the other day saying that us anti-Trumpers just hate everything he does, and I just don't respect the man as a person. I do not respect him. So anything that he comes up with or anything that he says, his voice just grates on my nerves. The sound of his voice, his cadence, the way he talks, the way he wiggles when he talks. I mean, I've never despised the man more in my entire life. Okay, with the White House ballroom, he told people, he told the American people that the White House was not going to be touched during this renovation. That was the last thing he said before the work actually started. And then we get pictures this week of the East Wing, the facade. They said the facade, but it looks like the whole half the building being torn off the building. And of course, Trump supporters go to defend this. They say, well, Barack Obama built a basketball court. I don't remember him building a basketball court, but they said he did. They said other presidents built this or that or redid the White House. But after this week, after seeing Donald Trump post a video of him in a jet, an AI video, wearing a crown and dumping feces all over American citizens, and then seeing him tear down the East Wing, half the East Wing of the White House, tyranny does come to mind. Screw Donald Trump. That's all I got to say about that. I hope you enjoyed my video on the Charter Oak and palm trees. If you have palm trees where you live, God bless you. Maybe you don't realize how lucky you are. Because to me, people that live in areas with palm trees, I just have the vision that you have a very easy life. I know you don't, but it's something exotic to the rest of us in the country. Palm trees. All right. Have a good Wednesday.